Welcome to Game Dev Arts. So let's start with the video. First of all, this is how it's going to look after all lighting and effects. I am using free low poly FPS characters which I have downloaded from Asset Store. This scene is still incomplete and lacks many of small details like grass and other small details. Some fixes like this has not got the generative map and lots of small fixes, and that's going to take a lot time. That's why I am not going to do any further improvement in this scene or going to involve in this scene because I am not working on any 3D game and this scene is not going to be beneficial at all for me, and this scene is not going to be any of use in the future. So that's why I am not that's why I'm dropping the work on this scene. And yeah, lots of trees are missing and other things too. So I'm going to show you the bits and bytes and the tips. So let's talk about this scene. First of all, this is the FPS controller that I'm using. This is how the scene looks, and I'm using URP, and this is where my character lies, a little bit above. So for the light, I am using two light, directional light. One is at the intensity 1.2 at mode mixed and using hard shadow at 0.9, and other is just at opposite direction using mixed 0.3 just to give a little bounce. I have currently baked this scene. Let's first talk about the bake setting. So currently I am using skybox material sky 8, which you can get the pack of color sky from SS Store, which is also free. I am using gradient as environment lighting, not the skybox, because gradient gives me more control over the light and how the scene looks. Environment reflection is the default setting. I am using mixed lighting with baked global illumination. Lightning mode subtract color shadow is the default one, or you can just use anything you want, but it's not going to be much of any use here because most of the schedules are baked. For the lighting rating, I am using light mapper at CPU because I don't have a GPU right now. I mean, my GPU is all fried, so it automatically switch back to CPU. So it prioritize move view off, multi importance on, thread sample is 64, not 6, index 100, bounce 2, filtering mode advanced, open image denoise, Gaussian 256, not optics, it's open image denoise, light map resolution 20, padding 2, size is compress light map on, AO on, and my current light map size is 216 MB, which took me about 2 hours in CPU mode, and I am using fog at linear mode 0 to 500 just to give a little fog look, and the color is about cyan, dark cyan, or whatever you call it. So the next thing is post processing. So the post processing, I'm using the URP one. So URP has custom post processing, not that colorful post processing, but the custom script which is called volume. You can just simply add component, type volume, and it will automatically add the post processing. Then you need to create a profile. This volume script does not need to be in your camera. This volume script doesn't need to be situated in your camera, you can create separate volume. For example, a separate volume here and attach that script here, and separate volume for another post processing here and attach the volume script there. Current mode is global, but you can also use local, when you add that specific location based post processing. Just add collider and you will be able to use, for example, if you create an empty and use that volume script and use this using collider, you will be able to use post processing at that area. Currently I don't think it's going to show unless the camera is inside and you are inside of it. Yep, see default, and that's how it's going to look. That's location based post processing, but currently I'm using global because I don't want to create any new or add additional work to this project. So I'm using, first of all, I have changed this tone mapping to Aces. You can choose neutral too, which is also good profile, good flat profile, or none, but I am using Aces. Then I have color. Then I have used color adjustment. Basically, Aces has less contrasty feel and less exposure. That's why I have boosted the post exposure and contrast. So next thing, I am using bloom at these settings just to give a pinch of soft look. Next I am using lens distortion. It's more of a camera look, just to give a little bit of lens distortion at wider angle, at wide camera view. It's more effective. Next is chromatic aberration at 0.1, and I am also using motion blur at low quality, intensity at 0.2. Then I have created the color look using shadow midtone highlights. This is how it's originally looked, and this is how it's look after the color correction. You can see a little bit of pinkish add shadows. So you can also use LUTs using add override, post processing, color lookup, and you can use LUTs, basically a pre-made color lookup table, which changes how your scenes look, or the color and the feel of it. At last I'm using vignette just to give more of a focus to the center of the screen, center of the frame. Okay, I have deleted the original terrain. I have only used the terrain to get the size reference, so as to see where I should locate my objects, the mountain and these things, just to see where it should be located. I know this is not a realistic thing, one side water, greenery, and other side or desert, but I just wanted to create something, to have something, basically to call it a scene. That's why I've created this scene, to increase the performance and to just to boost the performance. The things that I've used are, first of all, eye close static. Things that are not moving, objects that are not moving, can directly go to the static. And also I am using contribute global full illumination, basically baking the light. Baking light increases your performance quite a bit. So to bake, to have you need to have general light maps on. Whenever you import a model, you can just click these generate light map on, apply those mesh to have light map. So the next thing I used in order to improve performance are project setting quality. I have customized the quality. Texture quality is full res. I want those texture resolution at full. Anisotropic is disabled. Real time reflection curve disabled. Billboard on. Skin weight 2. These are low poly meshes. Don't have much of a skinning. V count every wavelength or don't sync. It will also improve your performance, but use wavelength every wavelength. Maximum LOD level 0. I am not using LODs here. I am not using any particles, so these can just stay at default. So yeah, these are some custom prefab. This thing also improves the quality and also improve the performance. So it's inversely proportional. Very low quality, high performance, high quality, low performance. In the lights, I am not using soft shadow. I am using hard shadow at 0.9. That also improves the performance. If I switch these to baked only, it will drastically improve the performance. But I am not. I am using some movable mesh which casts shadow. That's why I am not using at it at baked mode. Another thing that improve performance are the materials. You can turn off all those things that you are not using. Like I have turned off the environment reflection because it's not a reflective scene, and also you can use more trimmed down mesh material. For example, you can use the bake lit, but if you do any changes you need to rebake your scene. Just like right now I have changed some settings, that means I need to rebake my scene. So that's up for the video. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel.